Today's topic, the #1 money attraction secret revealed. Today I want to reveal, as the title already says, the #1 money attraction secret that so many deliberate creators completely ignore, and that I would say 99% of people who are not aware of the law of attraction never fully comprehend and never use to their advantage. So many people have this idea in mind when they first stumble upon the law of attraction, that all you have to do is to believe. You believe and then you will receive. And to a certain extent it's true. I mean, I always tell you, believe it and you will receive it. But it's only one part of the equation. And wishing is also not enough. If you say, I wish I was rich and wealthy, I wish I had money, then the universe says, yeah, you wish that you had it, but you don't feel like you have it, which means you are vibrating from a frequency of lack, and then only lack can flow to you. And praying is also not enough. When you are praying, you come, at least when you pray in the typical way of, oh, please God, help me, please universe, give me money, please. Is that abundance? Does that come from a high vibration? Are you raising your vibration while you're doing it? If you pray like most people pray, it's a typical victim mindset. Oh, please, I go on my knees. God, please help me. Give me money, please. This won't lead to more wealth. It will only lead to more lack, because you're vibrating on the frequency of lack. Believing alone is not enough. Wishing is not enough. Praying is not enough. You have to become. And even when I always tell you to do and to put the advice into practice and to use the techniques, doing is great. I mean, if you do, then I'm happy. But the next step, the final destination, the one secret to attracting money is not just to do the things that lead to wealth, but to become wealth. And that's what I want to show you in this episode. I want to show you how you can become wealth, how you can become rich, and while you're then in the process of becoming, how you can then manifest money. What does it mean to become? It means to go through a process and to take specific steps that turn you into someone who is rich and wealthy, who has money, who is financially abundant. Not just doing, not just believing, not just wishing and praying. You are this person. And that's why I want you to ask yourself, who are you right now? And who is the rich and wealthy person of the person that you are right now? Where's the difference? You have yourself right now. And if you want to manifest money, then I assume that you are not in a financial place that you want to be in. So right now we have position A. And you want to reach position B. And position B is you being rich and wealthy, you having financial abundance, you being able to buy anything you want. And now the question is, how do you get from A to B? By becoming B. And it starts by asking yourself very simple questions that, if you again put them into practice by becoming this person, have a tremendous impact on your ability to manifest money. If I wanted to attract money, or let's say when I started on my money manifestation journey, I asked myself the following questions, and I wanted to become a rich and wealthy person. So I asked myself, how does a rich person walk? How does a rich person talk? How does a rich person dress like? How does a rich person stand? How does a rich person sit? And in the first couple of seconds that you're thinking about these questions, it might sound ridiculous. You think, the rich person has 2 legs, I have 2 legs, a rich person walks, I walk. A rich person has a butt, I have a butt, a rich person sits, I sit. Yeah, well, it's not that simple. And that's something that I realized on my journey of manifesting a lot of money, because I had the incredible, I don't want to say luck, because I think I manifested this person. Let's call it an opportunity right now. I had the opportunity when I was completely broke to become friends, and I mean really close friends, with a retired millionaire. And while I was talking to him, and you have to think back to this time when I was completely broke, I was only surrounded by broke people. I never had a friend who was earning 6 figures. I never met a millionaire in person. And when I was then sitting in a restaurant with him in Bangkok, I will never forget this moment of, wow, that I had. This moment of, wow, this person walks differently. There's something about him. He talks differently. He uses different words. He doesn't complain all the time like most people. When most people have a conversation, it usually starts like that. How have you been? Oh yeah, last week this happened. Oh God, yeah, and the government. And then it continues. But this person, whenever he spoke, whenever we had a conversation, it was always about plans, ideas, investments, the future, which is exactly what Dr. Joe Dispenza always says. Don't get stuck in the past, focus on your future. And even though he never dressed in a very, let's say, in a way that shows off, how do you say nowadays, flexing? He was never flexing. But his style showed that he valued himself. His style showed that he was confident in himself. And money, to a certain extent, if we want it or not, gives us confidence, because it gives us freedom and options, and the result of having freedom is the confidence to do whatever you want and to buy whatever you want. And that's why I want to give you a very weird but also a very effective homework. If you know anyone in your social circle who's very wealthy, maybe even your boss, observe him or her. Look at how this person walks. Look at how this person talks. What words does this person use? And I can almost guarantee you that if you surround yourself with a rich and wealthy person, this person will behave differently than somebody who's stuck in the poverty mindset. And then, when you observe this behavior, adapt it, change yourself with this behavior, become the rich and wealthy person. When I think back to this time with my friend, I'm so happy that I met this guy, because he showed me how to think, act, and behave as a rich person, which then allowed me to manifest more money. And I want you to think with financial abundance. I want you to see yourself living in financial abundance. And I also invite you to create the emotions of financial abundance. If you, for example, are now stuck in a situation that you don't really want, you don't have the money that you want, maybe you're living in an apartment that you don't really like, I want you to close your eyes and think with financial abundance. Just imagine you had financial abundance. What would it feel like to be financially abundant? What would it feel like to be able to live wherever you want? What would it feel like to travel wherever you want? What would it feel like to have the financial means to buy anything you want and to even help other people, to give to charities, to give to people in need, and to maybe even support one of your dear family members who doesn't have a lot of money? What would that feel like? Create these emotions every single day. And here we go back to the doing side of things, to the consistency. The more you do that on a consistent basis, the easier it will be for you to become this person. You can't expect to write down one affirmation and to then speak it out loud one day and the next day and the next day, and then you just stop for 1 month and then you will feel rich and wealthy. Reprogramming your subconscious mind, also according to Dr. Bruce Lipton's research, requires repetition. The 2 ways how you can reprogram your subconscious mind, which is exactly the process of becoming a new self. One of the 2 ways to do that is through hypnosis, which is exactly what you do if you invest in my Money Manifestation Magnet program, and you then listen to each meditation, to each of the 6 guided meditations in this program. That's hypnosis. And by listening to this program for 6 weeks, you not only reprogram your subconscious mind and become rich and wealthy through hypnosis, you also become it through repetition, and then you combine both aspects. And that's why repetition is so important, and that's why you might also want to click on the first link in the description or go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/money and invest in the Money Manifestation Magnet program, at least if you're serious about manifesting money and if you're committed to becoming a rich and wealthy person through repetition and hypnosis. And then be grateful for money. And I'm not just talking about the money that you will manifest. I'm talking about the money that you already have. Even if it's just a little bit, be grateful for it. Remind yourself of the fact that so many people have less than you. And I'm also talking about money in general. Be grateful for the fact that there is so much money out there. Be grateful for the fact that you have something like money. I mean, back in the days, people had to hunt for days just to get meat. All you have to do is to walk in a supermarket. And nowadays, all you have to do, it gets even easier, is to just order it online. That's the result of money. So be grateful for money, and then of course also be grateful for all the money that you will manifest in the future. And why is gratitude so important? Yes, I could now say again, gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. And yes, I stole this line from Dr. Joe Dispenza, I admit it. But it gets even deeper than that. When you think about gratitude, what does it mean to be grateful? When are you usually grateful? Let's say it like this. When are people who don't believe in the law of attraction or who have never heard of the law of attraction, when are these people grateful? When they receive something. You receive a gift, you're grateful. Something amazing happens, you're grateful. Which means that when you feel gratitude, when you create this emotion of gratitude for the money that you will manifest right now, this means that you are in a state of, I have to say it again, receivership. And that means that you give thanks for something that has already happened in your life, which then allows you to feel, to believe, and to see that it will arrive in your physical reality. And that's when you will manifest it. And then when you are in a state of gratitude, go where rich people are. And in the beginning, if you don't have anyone in your social circle who's wealthy, then the first step might be to just take a walk in the streets of a wealthy neighborhood. That's all you need to do. For example, whenever I visit my family, there's one new building area where they build really big villas and really expensive houses. It's about 10 minutes from my parents' place away. And whenever I visit my parents and I take my evening walk, I often like to take a walk, relax a little bit, meditate while walking in the evening after my dinner. And I then often walk through these streets and look at these houses. For me, that's inspiration. For me, that's a part of manifesting. I look at these houses not in a sense of, oh God, look at these greedy bastards, I can never afford that. I look at these houses thinking, wow, this person was able to afford that. I'm able to afford that. There's so much money out there. Look at this rich and wealthy person. Woo, that's great. I can buy the same house if I want to. I mean, I don't ever want to buy a house in Germany. I prefer a small condo at the beach. But just the idea of looking at these houses and looking at these neighborhoods and soaking in the energy, this can already make you become a rich and wealthy person, can make you feel as if you walk through your streets in your neighborhood. And then you can, of course, take it to the next step. You can go to investment seminars. You can go to meetups, especially business meetups, where rich and wealthy people go to. And then you socialize with them. And don't be afraid. Some of the richest people that I've met are the most down-to-earth, the friendliest, and the most helpful. This idea that they are so up in the sky and arrogant, I mean, that's what reality TV tells you. That's the Kardashians, but it has nothing to do with rich people that you meet in business meetups or in investment seminars. A lot of them are very helpful, very supportive. They actually love to mentor people. They love to share their knowledge. So don't be afraid to socialize with people who have more money than you. And if you are still a little bit afraid, then repeat in your mind that you are rich and wealthy. And in fact, even if you're not socializing, you can do that. I often say to myself during the day, I am rich and wealthy. I'm a money magnet. And then I feel in my heart that I am abundant and that the world offers me financial abundance. And if you still don't know how to reach this level, then I can highly recommend that you invest in the Money Manifestation Magnet Program. Because in the Money Manifestation Magnet Program, we combine repetition and hypnosis so that you can become the rich and wealthy person that you always wanted to be. And this can allow you to easily attract money. And if you want to find out more about the Money Manifestation Magnet Program, then you can click on the first link in the description, or you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/money. And if you want to work with me on manifesting more money, maybe on manifesting something else, on raising your vibration, on finally being able to meditate, on finally being able to practice and to master visual meditation, which then allows you to manifest what you want, then you can have a look at the second link in the description, or you can go directly to affirmationtomanifestation.com/Skype, have a look at the testimonials from deliberate creators who've already worked with me and who've manifested amazing things by working with me, and then you can decide if you want to book a Skype coaching session with me. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe. by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.